Welcome, everybody. Marcel Ernie Racing News, April 29th, 2024. Tent accommodation inside a home listed on Airbnb for, guess what? Ontario, Canada. Ontario, Hamilton in Ontario, guys. Would you pay $720 a month to live in a shared accommodation with tents in as your actual sleeping quarters? What probably started as a joke has now turned into a possible reality, except for little bylaw issues, I'm sure. This is outstanding, guys. Let's read the article on Star. So on the Star News, Hamilton resident Lola Alves claims her Airbnb listing of a tent experience for $700 a month was a joke, but given skyrocketing demand for the property, she intends to make it a reality. The location of the fake listing was marked as verified by Airbnb. This memorable place is anything but ordinary, read the description of the now removed listing by Airbnb. And here we are on Toronto Sun. Would you book a stay in a tent inside house shared with other occupants for $720 a month? When Hamilton resident Lola Alves first posted her joke Airbnb listing of a tent accommodation featuring 3 small tents erected in the living room, she told the Star she never planned to let anyone actually live there. We saw a tent experience within a home in Europe and we thought, well, why don't we see if there's any traction here, end quote. Alves, who operates 5 hostel-style short-term rentals spread across more than 50 Airbnb listings in Ontario, told the Star. We're going to do it if it gets enough traction. We were going to actually purchase some tents and make it look nice and have a listing. To her surprise, Alves said the experiment took off, attracting up to 10 applications a day before the listing was taken down Tuesday. Now she's preparing to turn her test into reality at the same $700 a month price point. Quote, it really just shows what kind of housing crisis we have in Hamilton, she said. If anything, it brings to light the housing crisis, the fact that this actually is a very popular listing. Now, let me do a sidebar on that, guys. People can't afford to spend $2,000 a month on a single bedroom. People can't afford to spend $1,200 or $1,300 a month to have a room in a shared accommodation. When I was in shared accommodation back in 2012 and 2011 and 2010 and maybe 2013, I was paying $400 a month, and then eventually I was paying $600 a month. But that also included a 700 square foot garage that I shared. So, literally 350 square foot garage I got half of, or more than half of. And then eventually I moved in, in 2013, I moved into a full basement suite, not actually a basement, the lower suite, and I got the full garage, 750 square feet for $1,300 a month, 2-bedroom. And that's 2013. Now, then 2 years later, Trudeau gets into power, 2016, he takes off, and now to get a house or get accommodation with a garage, even a 300 square foot garage, you're looking at $2,500. To get an actual little single something, $2,000 more. To actually get a house with a garage, $3,000 a month. Who can afford that? Nobody can afford that. Not the new generations, not Generation Z or whatever they call it, or is it X? Not the millennials. Such as myself, I'm at just the very beginning of, so Generation X to millennial in 1984 is when I was born. So this is why this is practical. Everyone would just love, because they're going to school, they're going to work. I just wish I could get a place for $700 a month to put my shit, right? And not be in a hostel on a bunk bed open, but actually have a smaller place between 3 or 4 people. So back to where we were. Airbnb, City of Hamilton, investigating fake listing. A spokesperson for Airbnb told the Star, quote, listings on Airbnb are expected to comply with our policies and standards, and following review, we have removed this listing from the platform, end quote, adding that the company is reaching out to Alves as part of their investigation. Meanwhile, Dan Smith, acting director of Hamilton's bylaw and licensing service, said over email, quote, it would appear that the listing provided may not comply with the provisions as set out within the city's short-term rental bylaw. And I guess, what are those provisions? To be a bedroom, you can't be a closet because you need a window. You need a fire escape. So do the tents all classify with the same. They're all sharing the same room with the same window escape. So that would be kind of controversial on that issue. Anyways, guys, this is Canada under Liberal Trudeau, NDP Liberal Trudeau, Yagmeet Singh, and the rest of those assholes. Pretty much, they're all. It's like the junkies were elected, and then the junkies made the drugs free. Over and out. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share.